with a hat in time for a reckless and inadvisable use of my life. We're gonna be playing a challenge today, and that challenge is thus. In fact, the very first death wish in the game that you unlock is Beat the Heat, which is a remixed version of this one mission where you have to turn on a bunch of water faucets to put out lava, because that's how rocks work. And I'm going to be doing it with the one-hit kill mode on. But if you hit this video, then you likely already saw that there's a twist, which is every time I die, Hackett seems excited at the prospect, I will consume a death bean from this small bag. This is the old Bean Boozled Fiery 5 challenge thing they did some years back, which I picked up a small satchel of. This packet does not contain one of the spinners, so I'm just gonna pick one out at random every time I die, and every time I die I will eat a inflamed bean. So I will feel the burn, and I've appropriately decked out Hackett and her fiery duds here. Oh my god, look at all the things she has under her hat. I wish she had a glass of milk under there. But while this challenge, like most of the death wishes, is fairly tough, I've done it a few times now, and I think I would be fairly confident in getting it in like 2 or 3 tries if I were using a controller, which is why, as you can see from the button guide here, I am using a keyboard. Doing a 3D platform with a keyboard I find difficult because I can only move Hatkid in 8 directions essentially without moving the mouse. So I basically, to do a precise jump, I have to aim with the mouse, which is something I find difficult. So we're gonna see how many tries it takes me, and every death is a bean consumed. I don't eat a lot of spicy food in my personal life. I'm not hugely fond of it, so my tolerance is, I think, pretty low. Although I think my pain tolerance is maybe slightly average. Slightly higher than the average person's, to the point that might help, but I still foresee great agony in my near future. And the last thing I'll say before getting into it is there's an advisory on the bag that says, don't eat it if you're under 13. And I think it's sort of taken as read not to eat such beans if you have like heart conditions or allergies and everything. I just don't want anyone to die in a stupid way. That would be really embarrassing for all of us. All right, enough putting this off. Let's try and beat the heat. You know what? I'll be really embarrassed if I actually manage this on my first attempt. Okay, that was much too easy. I didn't even die a single time. What's that nonsense? I'm standing on a big old meatball. What kind of garbage nonsense video would this be if I stopped it there? Didn't even consume a murder bean. I need to ingest the infernal beans, okay? That mission was much harder in my memory. Tell you what, this one has a lot of fire going on in it. It's the Mustache Gauntlet, so you play the big old lava-y level from the end of the game, except there are 99 enemies and you must defeat them all. So, maybe we give this a go. I kind of thought that other one was a lot harder, but you know what? This one's pretty hard. And I'm gonna try and do both of the conditions there, which is don't get burned. Obviously, we have to do that because we only have 1 health. But don't use any projectile weapons is something I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna have to defeat all these enemies with melee. And every time I die to one, I consume a bean. There's no way I'll get this one on my first go with mouse and keyboard controls, right? I'm not that good. Oh, especially if I don't get to use the time slowing hat because I'm only using the top hat. Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to shut up. Not shut up, but I'm gonna have to do some serious focusing here. Oh, and I have to defeat all the bad guys, otherwise the mission's a failure. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Okay. This is a much better mission for this challenge. Bottoms up, everyone. Bean number 1. We're about to start feeling the burn. Oh no, it's a red one. I think we got the Reaper off the bat. I'm an equal opportunity employee. Yeah. I think maybe this is the habanero, which is the second hottest one. Does anyone have a good bean on which bean this is? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. It's all gonna be pain before the end. Let's just crunch it and go. The flavor's kind of nice. It actually tastes kind of like eating a big old pepper. Oh, a shame. So it is a shame. Definitely is a bit of spice going on there. Oh yeah, that's yes, it does feel as though a hearth has been lit aflame in my mouth. Yes, indeed. Oh, rather quite. Although it's not, I mean, so far it's not actually that bad. It's just a bit like a spicy pepper. Maybe that was the yellow one, the lightest level one. Because that's like that's not that bad at all. Especially even as someone who doesn't eat a lot of spice. I'm gonna die again immediately! It's time for bean number the next. Maybe I should do this with hat powers. Is that the Reaper? No, the Reaper's got spots on it. It's like reddish with like darkish spots. I think the one I ate first was Sriracha, and I think this is another Sriracha, the one that I just randomly pulled out, so not so bad. Nice light spice. That's probably why it wasn't that bad, because it was the lightest one in the bag. Oh, gotten incredibly lucky so far. And that I've only gotten, no wait, calm down. I've only gotten the lowest level one twice in a row, but you have to imagine that luck can't persist, but so far I'm not feeling the heat too bad. I'm just I'm just grooving with it, you know? Okay, I need to really stop missing this same jump up. So this video will continue until either I run out of beans, I finish the challenge, or like it's 3 hours have passed and I'm just like, I can't carry on, I'm too much in agony. Alright. A very fun fact indeed. Oh wow, I'm getting lucky and luckier. We've got jalapeno here. It's the second of the beans. The level 1 is not that bad at all, as someone who does not consume spice regularly. It really just tastes like a small drop of hot sauce. The jalapeno, we're stepping things up a notch. Apparently the Carolina Reaper is 2 million Scoville units or something like that. I don't know what that means. Doesn't sound good for me. The jalapeno so far is pretty chill. I'm not, it's not spicy at all, actually. It just tastes vaguely pepper-like. That's weird. Maybe it's expired or something. Anyway, I'm gonna jump to this one like a fool, and then I'm gonna jump back to this one because what the hell am I thinking? I'm gonna jump over to this one and get this attack out first so that I don't, like, immediately lose the platform like I keep doing. Thank God. Better job, me. Okay. Good, we finally made it past the first hurdle. Yeah, that jalapeno was nothing. Kinda yummy, actually.
You should have seen her back in the day. Like dynamite with the laser beam.
You know, Snatcher, if you're so this hung up on your ex, you might as well try and patch things up one of these days. Sorry, I've got the bean all stuck in my teeth now. Okay, the jalapeno one was fine. Actually, it was less spicy than the sriracha, which I think is what I had priorly, so no problem. All right, I have to take down all the enemies. I forgot about that. Hi-ya! Okay, I'm just gonna try and lure them out of the fire circle one by one. I don't have to do this quickly. I'm under no time limit here. The only time limit is if I want to just if I can handle the suspense, basically. Okay. It's a little bit of a shame. I guess this is only a thing that happens on the second time around, but it doesn't actually give me a counter of how many I've taken down, so I won't know if I've taken all of them down yet. Oh, I know I was saying I'm not going to use hat powers here, but I think I basically have to use this one. I'm not using hat powers for combat, is basically my rule here. Fiery Santa hat. Alright, sorry, let's go back to Kid's old hat here. Hey, no! You will not have my back of the line ticket. It's my back of the line ticket. I earned it by hitting the machine with fervor. Okay, these owls I actually find a pretty tough enemy to deal with sometimes because they're... If you're jumping in to do a homing attack, sometimes you'll like just about clock the clipboard head first. Okay, so far, the spice has not been... Oh, hey, we don't need to be like that about it. The spice has not been that unmanageable at all, especially for someone who is not good with spices, I would consider myself. I assumed even the level 2 ones were going to be like inflicting severe agony on me, but it's starting to feel like maybe we're gonna get through this whole thing. I don't want to jinx it, but we might get through this whole thing without even touching the Carolina Reaper. And wouldn't that be just such a joy to...
Did that hurt? Maybe you should stop doing it then, kiddo.
Next bean produced another jalapeno. Not bad at all. Not bad. We're doing all right. I'm getting pretty damn lucky. I don't know if I assume the concentration in the bag is meant to be more or less the same, but so far I've been pulling out all the lucky ones. Maybe all the bad ones are at the bottom. This is why the spinner would be a better... Okay, sorry, some of it caught in the back of my... Oh yeah. I got some of it caught up in my spit, which went to the back of my throat, and the back of my throat wasn't the most fond of that it ever has been. I'm not sure what my plan is here. I don't know why I did that like that. That was ridiculously stupid. Double jump off this and go dive over to this, and then back to this one right quick. I don't even... The scary thing is, it's been so long since I did this, I don't know if I'm gonna be missing one or not. I don't know if there's some enemy off to the side. We have to defeat 99 of them. I don't know if there was, like, some other spider hanging around somewhere that I've neglected to take down now, and it's going to be a problem for me later. I'm going to go back for them. Because I don't even think I can go back for them. Maybe it, like, brings you back to the beginning if you didn't get them all or something. Can't remember. Anyway, yeah, that jalapeno one was, like, a little more zesty than the first jalapeno one we did, but it could have been a lot worse. So far, we only had level 1 and level 2, so... Oh my god, get off the railing! You crazy platformer person. I'm the jumping child. Don't you be doing that. But as I said, I find the owls sometimes a little freaky to deal with in combat. But anyway, we've only made it about a fifth of the way here, right? Because this is, I don't know how many enemies we've taken out, like 15, 20, something like that. So we ain't exactly what you'd call close to the end of this. And by the way, if the game gives me a checkpoint, once I've gotten past a certain point, like once I get 50, it gives me a checkpoint, I'm gonna restart every time I die anyway. I'm gonna try and get it in one fell swoop. Okay, yonk! Hey, I'll have some of this, and then jumping attack, and then have some of this, and some of that. Good. Do I need to get this open? I'm not sure why I would ever bring that apple over here. Maybe that was a leftover from the story mode or something. I don't remember there being anything there. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna manage this without the time stop hat. Hiya! Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to lure them over off the path where this, like, murder cannon is firing. Or just, like, sneak in and get one and then get back. Okay, I can do that. Hiya! Then run. How am I gonna get the one in the middle there? Okay, I'm gonna have to get it running back. There's no way I'll get it trying to run forward. So let's start with you. And then let's go chase this cannonball and get this. And then I'm gonna have to run past this cannonball, get this, and then jump off. Oh boy! Oh, doing that with mouse and keyboard I was not fond of. I don't think you can homing attack the fiery ones, because that would involve touching them with your fists, which is bad for your fists. Okay, 4 mafiosos to bring down here amidst these fiery cannons. I'm not super pumped about it, but you know what? We'll handle it. We'll simply handle it. 1, 2, 3, and then... Oh, I didn't actually get 3 there, because it lagged. I did not realize you were doing that. In trying to be so careful, I'm making it so much harder on myself. Another bean is being fished, everyone. I'm sorry, I'm not great with colors. I'm having a hard time seeing what this is. I think it's another sriracha, though. I think we are having... Shut up! I think we're having incredible luck here, friends. Because it's the brighter orange in here that we haven't pulled one of yet. That is the habanero. I think it's another sriracha for me, everyone. Let's diggity darn do it. I'm prepped and ready. It is weird how it comes out in waves, the spice, though. Like, it starts with just being, like, a Swedish flavor. Not Swedish, a sweet-ish flavor. And then, oh my god, what am I doing on this platform and why? Okay, I don't know why. No, wait, what the hell is wrong with me? I promise I'm not playing badly to eat a bean for content. I really don't want to eat the Reaper, you understand. Sorry, looking randomly here. Is it another sriracha? I mean, at some point we're gonna run out of them. This is dull. Why do I keep getting the light ones? How many srirachas can possibly be in there? Oh, that might not be sriracha. Wait. It kicked a little harder off the bat. Oh no, some of that got in my nose. That's a predicament. That's a personal predicament of mine that I now am feeling. Oh, no, it's definitely sriracha. That's the sriracha taste I've come to know and expect and love. It's fine though. Because we're gonna do this right this time. I'm probably not gonna die, and then we'll never have to see the Carolina Reaper or anything above a level 2 on this scale, apparently. My impression, though, was that, so if the hottest one, the Reaper in there, is like 2 million, the ones I've been having so far are in like the 10,000s. So it's going to be like a considerable step up. It's not like going to be marginal. And even though I'm not like doubled over in pain, I did feel like a little bit of a poke, if you will, from the spice level that we've already been forced to contend with. So it doesn't bode especially well for when I end up with the Reaper, but so far it's nothing like I've never experienced, if you see what I mean. Okay, I'm really embarrassed that I've died to the Mafia like 6 times so far. They're like the first enemy in the game, and I shouldn't be having this much trouble, you would think. It feels like they would put an enemy in the this ice cube here so that you would be forced to do the whole thing with the apple, but I don't see one, so I guess it's fine, and I can just carry on without doing it. But I don't remember there being anything there in the story mode, but granted, it's been a long time since I just did the story mode mission as well. Okay, right. So we land here, we knock you out. Wait for the cannon. Oh, you're coming over here, sure, be that way then. Wait for a cannon. Hop out and whack you. Wait for, oh right, now we want to jump over to this side just to be sure. We whack you. Nose is running a little bit now, but that's maybe just, again, just because I'm not super accustomed to spice. Oh, my nose is running on level 1 and level 2. It's not a good sign. Okay, sorry. What we're doing here, we said chase this one down, whack, and then run back. Whack and then back. Easy as, easy as. I'd prefer, it'd be my preference not to use milk even if it does come to such a position because, why did I do that like that? Yarg. Oh, this is actually kind of difficult to do now that I'm trying to avoid the fire as well. Because I prefer to ride the burn as it was intended to be ridden, if you see what I mean. But, of course, I will not sacrifice my health if I actually feel like I'm going to pass out or whatever. I don't think I'm going to get to that level. Even if we do end up eating the Reaper. I'm sure it'll just be a thoroughly unpleasant experience for all of, like, 6 hours, and then I'll be fine. I'll simply be fine. Okay, please don't put me in a cutscene while there's fire! Thank you. Okay. So we've done the first sort of block of this. Okay, I don't think it gives you a checkpoint anyway. Oh, right, okay, so there are a few enemies. I know I was saying I wasn't going to use the hat powers for combat, but there are a few enemies there who you have to use the Reaper mask for, so, or the Revenant, you know what I mean, the Dweller mask. So those are the exception, but I just mean I'm not using my hat powers to, like, throw projectiles, like with the Brewing Hat. and so forth, but I will throw on the dollar mask here to get these raccoon things momentarily. Camera, it hijacked my camera, I didn't like that. That wasn't me who swung it over to the side like that. I'm just gonna lure you out of the way of the fire, whack ya, get you on the ground. I pressed the wrong button to use the hat powers because I'm not familiar with keyboard controls, sorry. It's fine, these ones are no problem. You just use a bit of that and a bit of this. But I'll try to avoid using hat powers for platforming to, like, make it easier with this platform here. Right, so we got 2 routes. Oh, I might have to use the brewing hat for that. Okay. The rule is just don't use hat powers to attack, basically. You're right, I did. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any enemies over there. Like, do I need to go there, or can I just take this path? Because it seems like the most direct path forward. I guess either one works. They probably haven't put any enemies around them, have they? I'm sure. Oh, what? Oh, okay. For a minute there, I was about to call it utter shenanigans, but the game saw fit to bless me with janking me right back onto the platform after I janked through it. Snatcher, I want no self-help book that you were reading. I'm sure it's just called, like, How to Kill Children for Dummies. Okay, I probably have to use the dollar mask on this bit up ahead here. It's been a long flat with no enemies lately. I feel like we're actually getting some decent progress here. I gotta be really careful then, is what that means. Because it could all go away so fast. I accidentally double tapped! I got nervous and I twitched and I double tapped and turned it on and off. After I just said to be careful. Oh, it does actually put you back in the middle. Okay, so I'll restart it every time I die to make sure I have to do it in one clean sweep. Bugger! It's alright, every time I go back through an area, I'm a little more careful with it and a little more... I've totally ruined the bag. It's like just in half now. It's just a handful of beans. Wait, what? No, Start the mission again. Okay. Oh, a bean fell on the floor. That's the one we're taking. I cannot make this up. It's sriracha again. I'm sure the bag will run out soon. Okay, everyone, I'm sorry. The luck of the bean draw. Not this one. The luck of the bean draw is cruel. To those who are trying to make it... I mean, what I should really do is just next time I die, eat the rest of the beans. Just put them all in one handful and... No, that would probably kill me. Okay. We're gonna try this again now. I'm not gonna double tap the power button like a moron. I hope. Okay. I'm gonna do this again. No. Oh, I thought I died already and I was... Wait! Okay, in my defense, this is the keyboard controls doing this to me most of the time. I'm just not really great with it. Jalapeno again! This is so weird. It must be... I didn't like count them obviously or anything, but... It must be that it's like... Very much, yeah, the jalapeno, when it catches the throat, that's when you really feel it. You don't feel it on your tongue or anything. What was I saying? Something important? No, probably not. Historically not. It is the key. I think I was just rambling on about the keyboard controls. The fact that little things are intuitive is what's messing up my controls here. Which, of course, was the point in doing it with keyboard controls, that I would be less comfortable and more prone to dying, so you could see me eat the beans and suffer, but... The irony is that we've only got level 1s and 2s so far, I think. But I think you can probably see my face reddening up a bit. It's looking a little, well, hot. It's looking a little bit nervous, just a little bit like it's realizing what it's gotten itself into, perhaps. But I suppose it must be that, even though I didn't count them to know this for a fact, the lower level ones they've given you more of. I guess they would feel uncomfortable giving you just like a bag that was 20% Carolina Reaper beans. But I don't know that. It could just be that I'm drawing the beans out in a horrifically strange and unbalanced way. Oh, that belch that I just expelled out of my face hole. It was a hot belch. It was a belch that changed the temperature of the surrounding area. I thought that cannonball was coming right for me for some reason. Okay. Doing this bit again. I land on here. I whack this. I draw one of you over here. I whack you. And then return to the platform deftly. I jump across here. I whack you, and then No, don't be brave and stupid me. Do it right after the cannonball, and then go back. This is not the time to be messing it up. I know you want a good video for the dear people, where you eat the horrible bean and then start crying. I want that too, me. But we don't want to get it ill-gottenly. We want to get it when we die fair and square. Don't be dying in stupid ways. Just to demand that you get a bean, even though... No, camera, wait! I'm panicking now, though! Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's all fine. Aha! Yes, haha! That's what you thought, but actually no. Take this! It's a shame that you have your fire-resistant apron on. making this harder for me. All right, you, and then jump, and then whack, and then I jumped on your head again, and then why not? Double jump to finish it off. Open, let me through. Okay, this bit's easy. I'm just gonna get the Revenant mask on preemptively. Oh, these fire spouts are turning a little faster than some of the other ones. Isn't that a neat little coinky dink? Huh. Oh, good thing that these things have like the most massive aggro range of any enemy in the game and will chase me through the fire. Good, good, good. All I have to do is jump across now. Oh, get the raccoons. Don't forget and a quarter. Don't forget the quarter. But also, and a raccoon. Don't forget the raccoons. Ah, sorry. Get my buttons wrong. Good. All right, brewing hat. Yahoo! Get past this. Jump up this button, please. Thank you. I remember what button it was. Brewing hat. That. Return to the suave hat here. Climb up this thing. Don't die to cannons like a fool. Do not die to cannons like a fool. I must implore you, whatever you do, me, do not die to cannons like a fool. That will be embarrassing. Okay, this is the farthest we've gotten so far. Don't double tap it like a complete, utter brain dead idiot. Whack the birds. Do some bird. I can't believe I missed the bird. Okay. A bean has been withdrawn. I can't make this up. I'm only getting level 1 and 2 beans. I can see others in there when I'm glancing and not trying to go for one. But yeah, I think I've heard that some of these spices are a little more the dry kind, where like once you swallow it, you kind of get all hoarse and stuff. Haven't experienced that just yet. Of course, because we only got level 1 and 2 friggin' beans. If I manage to beat this without getting a level 1 or 2 bean, a bean beyond level 2, I mean, I'm just gonna do a different mission. But yeah, just by sheer volume here, my nose is starting to run a little bit, so my apologies if I almost just died again like a moron. And my apologies if I, in a tense moment and not able to wipe it. How did that possibly count against me? Okay, another bean taken. This one's just flat green. What's flat green? I guess it's just a jalapeno, but the visual effect didn't come out quite right. Okay, this is done. I want a spicy bean, damn it. Maybe I should stop taking them at random and just, like, say every time I die, I take a slightly higher bean. Well, I guess that would mean after 5 deaths, you're just only eating Reapers. Which, now that I say it aloud, sounds like a terrible, awful, no good idea. I almost missed the auto-target, sorry. I'm just gabbing away here and trying to keep my spicy self under control, contained. It's impacting my ability to whack birds with a baseball bat. But not for long. Honestly, I'm gonna get full up on beans in a minute. I'm not gonna have any desire to eat anything more. That's not the swap hat button, is it, Admiral? No, it isn't. I will do no such thing, ProZD. There are so many sung ones to kill around here. YouTuber on YouTuber violence, you hate to see it. Anyway, yonk! Take that! Right to your knees! And then have one of these! And then hiya, hiya! I thought you just dived off the cliff, and I was like, bro. It can't be that serious that you have to kill the child by jumping into the lava. Anyway, whack! Oh, you're coming towards me. I was trying to take a moment there. Oh man, I got a whole throat full of spice there. It really distracted my timing there in trying to melee attack that bird. That couldn't have happened at a worse time, actually. You can see my eyes watering up. I got it because I caught like one chunk of spice right in me gullet. Okay, withdrawing another bean. Okay, it's cumulatively starting to have an impact on me. Okay, finally, this is... Would you hush?
I don't see anyone waiting for you, though.
Snatcher, with the personal attacks while I'm trying to explain to the good people, we finally got a level 4 bean. This is the second hottest one. This is a bit more like it. Habanero. As you can see from the front here, the orange one is... Sorry, I'm crushing the bag, but right there, the orange one is the one right below the Reaper. This is a bit more like the speed at which I'm doing it. Sorry, a bunch of the beans are falling out. I have to replace them. It's hot time now! Doesn't taste very spicy so far. It tastes kind of sweet and orange-ish. Or like a bit like an orange bell pepper, I guess. Not really spicy at all so far. Huh. Did I, like, swallow it too fast? I felt like I crunched down on it pretty hard and, like, it's still got a bunch of it stuck in my teeth, perpetuating the spice. What? This is garbage. That isn't spicy at all. What the hell, Bean? Clearly, I just need to get a Reaper and get it over with, because none of the rest of this is having sufficiently an effect on me. And my ability to whack the birds. I'm basically losing, not because of the spice distracting me in most cases here, but because the although my nose is starting to run a little more profusely now. because I'm being an idiot and being bad with the keyboard controls, which is not the intended experience of this video. What is this gobbledy? What is this utter and pure malarkey? I can't stand it. That habanero was nothing. It was less spicy than the sriracha. I think I've got a defective bean bag. But I suppose we'll see if I continue to say that after I launch the Reaper. Either that or my spice tolerance is a lot higher than I thought it was. I didn't think it was that high. I rarely eat spicy food, and I'm not especially fond of doing so. I think maybe the advertisement on this bag that these beans are extremely hot is a bit misleading. Either that or I've got a defective bag. Although cumulatively, I am starting to feel the effect now. Like my face is all a little bit tender, and I am doing the nose running, I suppose. But it's nothing like the effect I thought I've seen from all the good YouTube people online whom I've seen eat these beans. It's more like the odd little punch of spice, if you swallow it the wrong way, has had caused to distract me. Or maybe it's the fact that I'm doing a challenge right now where I'm trying to defeat enemies and not die in the game that's, like, distracting me from the sensation, but, like, it's not that hot at all. It's no hotter than, like, a bag of jalapeno Cheetos or something is what I'm tasting so far. In fact, I would say the jalapeno Cheetos have more of an effect on me than any of the kinds of beans we've had so far are. I think we've only had beans of level 1, 2, and 4, though, so maybe the scale's a little out of order, and number 3 is pretty intense, and you have to imagine number 5, being the Carolina Reaper, is fairly unpleasant. But, again, we've yet to pull one, I think, unless I'm just reading the colors wrong, because I'm not great with colors. More to the point, let's get some whacking in here! Whack! Oh, and then flee, and then no! And then flee, and then whack! And then flee, and then whack! Me, I'm getting the hang of the keyboard controls and all. Totally doing great, not gonna mess it up at any juncture in the next 20-minute period, I'm sure. Oh, okay. Is this the farthest we've gotten, maybe? No, I feel like we got to those platforms before. Actually, I can't remember now. But we're now on these little spinning platforms. Actually, maybe we didn't do this. Okay, right, okay. We're just on these little spinning platforms. We've got 2 birds apiece. Oh, this one's got 4. An interesting thing, because now the amount of land I can land on is significantly limited. Actually, this is bad! Another bean withdrawn from the packet. This one's fairly red. You know what? It actually looks kind of like the color of the Reaper that's on the box, except the Reaper shows having spots on it, but this one doesn't seem to have any spots in it. I guess it'll become clear in a minute which one it is. Let's chow down on the flame bean. See how it feels. Sort of a sweet flavor so far, like you'd expect from a sriracha or a hot pepper of some kind. Sort of spreading a bit. No, maybe that wasn't the sriracha. The colors are so close together. Like when they made them like one red, one blue. That can't be the Reaper. It's not. It's got nothing going on. It must have been another sriracha. Though it didn't taste exactly like I remember the sriracha tasting. This is bizarre luck I'm having here. I ought to just take a Reaper next time. I'm just gonna manually choose a Reaper next time I die. How about that? Because this is getting a little silly. What you want and what I want is for me to eat the hottest bean in here and implode. Double over in searing pain and just give up on life. That's what I'm here to do. Although one side of my tongue now feels a fair bit hotter than the other. And I think it's going to impede my ability to speak. It does feel a little bit like I've just got a lit torch on one side of my mouth, or a lit match, rather. Which is a decidedly strange thing. I keep feeling the urge to swallow, which isn't really helping, but it's just because I'm building up saliva so fast. From, you know, the spicy death beans. My teeth feel a little funny as well, actually. This is starting to have a bit more of an effect on me. But it's very much like on one side of my face. Well, it's like the right side of my tongue feels peculiar, and then my molars on the left side of my mouth feel strange. That's a little weird. It is actually, you know what, it's starting to distract me a little bit. This is cumulatively beginning to have the effect that I was hoping for. Interesting. Anyway, we'll just focus on doing what we came here to do, shall we? And then we can worry about the hot beans later, of course. There will always be time to worry about hot beans later. And all that doesn't imply. Alright. Whack you, okay, I didn't do that right, sorry. Whack you, jump out of the way, all good. No problems here. I got some bit stuck in my teeth, though, which is just annoying. Well, I guess that's part of the challenge. It's an annoying, like, sensory mouthfeel. part of the distraction. It's part of the challenge, part of the distraction. I think I am, you can see my face reddening and I'm tearing up a little here, but again, it's still not all that intense. I can't believe I lived through that. It's a good thing when I gasped there that I didn't, like, inhale a bunch of bean. Because we might be having different problems then. Anyway, there's only one more of you here. Ayah! Oh! I did try to jump over that. Okay, I said I would just look for a Reaper this time, right? No more of this coward stuff now. I challenge my fate. My fate, which seems determined to give me a bean that isn't the Carolina Reaper. Okay, I think you and I would both agree that the bag's split in half now. I'm so bad at opening bags. The Reaper that's shown there is the one I've got here, right? It's red with those sort of dark spots. The Cayenne also has, like, is red with spots, but the spots are lighter. No, maybe? Yes, the spots are lighter. Whereas this one's clearly got darker spots, right? So this is the Reaper. I'm gonna crunch through it and I'm just gonna keep it in my face and try not to swallow it at all, because this is an insufficient spice experience I'm experiencing right now. Crunch! Now you understand. I've crunched the bean. You can understand that about me now. And so you know I'm going into this with the highest bean concentration possible. I wonder if it's like, since this challenge is 4 years old, this is a bag from actually that time. And so the potency of the spice, okay, you know, it did sort of do something to the back of my throat there. Potency of the spice has diminished in that time or something. Oh, interesting. It is interesting. But it still feels pretty mild. This is not really all that spicy. I'm feeling let down right now. I don't feel in pain. I think my eyes are watering, but I'm not like, this is incredibly underwhelming. What the hell? The best before date on this says August of 2025. So it clearly was made recently enough that the spice potency can't be, like, diminished. I mean, this is probably the hottest it's gotten so far, and I think you can see my face reddening a bit, but, like, what the hell? This is disappointingly not spicy enough. I declare this challenge a bust. Tell you what, next time I am just gonna grab a handful of beans and start chowing down, because this is woefully insufficient. This is a woefully insufficient spicy bean experience I'm feeling right now. Oh my god, I almost died there. Although that said, this one is definitely the hottest we've had so far. I'm certainly feeling it in my jowls and soul a little bit more. And I think you can probably see that on my face starting to happen. And my nose running. But it's not nearly the level of intensity I was expecting from the challenge. Although with my eyes tearing up, it is a wee bit hard to see the screen. But as you can see, not enough to impede me sufficiently. What even with this? I demand a refund, not from beanboozled.com, but from the people who lied to me and said this challenge was so hot as to be unbearable. And I thought I was gonna need milk on hand. What a blatant over-exaggeration for the clicks and the views. I'm calling out every YouTuber in all of YouTuberdom now. You lied to me. No, I don't know. Maybe I've just got a bunk bag here. Or maybe my spice tolerance is way higher than I thought? But that doesn't seem likely. But again, I do get little pangs of it here and there. Like when I swallow and it hits the back of my throat, it does so in a sort of strange way that seizes things. But I'm hardly, like, in such a state that I don't feel I can play the game correctly. Which was the exact state I was hoping to achieve before the end of this video. Oh. Alright, no more coward junk. The stakes must be raised way higher than they are right now. I'm feeling no tension whatsoever in this challenge. Do you see this? I'm going to take all of the beans at once. Probably don't try this at home, kids. This is probably not the most advisable way to consume this product, but they should not be liable for whatever happens to me. But I'm gonna neck all these beans at once because this is malarkey. I didn't even shoot steam out of my ears one single time. So as you can see, there's all the beans. I'm gonna beat him with a mouthful of bean. No one can stop me. This might have been a bad idea. Was this a bad idea? Not really. don't feel like it's increasing the potency that much yet. What the hell? Oh no, there's some. Okay, I found some spice. Oh, that's... I feel a little bit like I'm gonna throw up now, actually. I can't tell if I want to throw up because it's very spicy, because it doesn't feel that way yet. Or if I want to throw up because I'm not fond of the flavor. Oh, that one went right down my windpipe. Okay.
Give me your back of the line ticket.
Okay, this is a bit more like... Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, right. Okay. That's unpleasant. Okay, this is the experience. Okay. Oh my. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting maneuver. Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe the few beans I got before were just not right. That's not good. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a sensation. I'm the master of my brain. I can... Okay. It does now feel like I've been stung by a highly venomous creature. Okay. Yep. No pain, no gain. I can... Yeah, My commentary may fall by the wayside, but my mastery of my human emotions won't. I do feel the need to take my hands off the keyboard a few times, though. Interesting that. Okay, I think I've gotten through the worst of it. I think I'm through the worst of it now. But that, oh, my ears burn. That's new. There's a burning in my ears. Okay. Okay. That wasn't smart what I did. I just swallowed the rest of the bean. The other thing they said to do was probably not do this on an empty stomach, so I ate before this, which is good.
Apparently, it's illegal or something. Lucky for us, I know you.
Okay. It's not actually that bad, it's just the panic of suddenly it rising. That's a bit more like what I was expecting. Oh, I went right in my throat. I've still got bits of bean all around my face. Okay. I'm calm. Oh, my eyes aren't. But I'm calm. Okay, my eyes are starting to hurt a little now. Interesting. Funny how that happens, huh? I better get this right now, because I don't want to do it anymore. Well, I can't. I just ate all the beans. So I guess the challenge is over on this attempt, whether I like it or not. Okay. Well, I certainly am feeling the heat. Yeah, okay, that was a bit more of like the fiery sensation in all of my face and throat and neck and soul that I was anticipating or hoping. Does anyone else's tongue feel like it might fall out soon? No, just me? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Okay, wowzer. Interesting. That's some really fascinating stuff that we're learning here today. I should have had the Dweller mask on already. Whack that, sorry. As you can see, the death beans have begun to impede my judgment somewhat. Sorry that my speaking sounds weird, but my mouth is slightly on fire, and I do a little bit have a chunk of something in my front teeth that's making it feel very weird to speak. I want the bomb hat, thank you. Please come back before the okay, good. Good and interesting and cool. Kablooey! Nice. Even though the tearing has stopped, there's like residual tears on my face, and that sort of steamy feeling in your skin. That's and the snot running down my face. It's all just a lot of sensory distractions and things. I didn't even know which mask I wanted there. Okay, right. This feels more like the intended experience, that you neck the whole bag at once, apparently. because I was getting woefully insufficient bean powers from the previous beans. But the bean powers are now at a respectable level. I have to do this fast before I take all my ground. Yeah, and then go. Okay, this is the farthest we've ever gotten. Clearly being on fire was helping. Were there raccoons to get there? No, I think not. All right, I'm coming down from the spice now. All right, well. Fascinating. That was a fascinating experience. Now let's just carry on as far as we can get on this remaining life. Yeah, my ears are like, I can't really hear anymore. My ears have clogged up slightly. I think I can make this jump without the $1 mask, right? It doesn't matter. Let's just do it with the $1 mask. What kind of video would this be if I just fell into the lava right there? Huh, really neat that. Okay, yeah, actually, so I'm mostly down from the spice of that, but that was much more like what I didn't even notice you were there. Oh boy, good thing you tried to kill me, otherwise I would have never seen you were there, and I would have missed you, and I would have had to go back. That was a much more like the fiery, inflamed experience I was kind of anticipating and hoping for this whole time. Don't tell me there was another one on the platform I just left. I won't be happy about that. Yonk! And then, Yeah, I can see your shadow now. Yonk! And then smack! Was there one back there? No. Okay, there was only one on that first platform. Good. Goody. Shotting across. Oh boy, how am I gonna... Oh, I can take them out just by landing on their platform, I guess. Oh, they just walked right off the platform. Well, that makes that easier for me. Yep. And then yep. And then yep. And then yeah, in a strange way, the fire actually kind of like gave me focus, and I've now gotten farther than I ever have on the same attempt as having consumed all the flames. Ah, hey, no, I didn't know you were there. God, you're the worst. Those things are so freaky. Yonk, give me that back, please. Okay. All right. Yeah, not a chance. You won't get me from across the platform like that. I will, however, just try to do a bunch of air combos here because I don't feel like landing. Okay, cool. I got the thieves out of the way. Hiya! Bang, and we're on the final block of this. Let's see how far we can get on the final block. This is our final attempt. It has to be because I consumed all the beans. All right, let's do this. Please tell me there weren't any more thieves around here. Oh no, but there is a Sungwon show. No, wait, Sungwon, please. I love your videos. Don't hurt me. Oh, wait. Consider your actions before you take them. Okay. Doggy. Wow, I'm feeling weird and spiritual right now. I think there's a small chance I've died. Don't you know? I feel like a deeper connection with the spirit realm now that I've gone through that harrowing experience. It wasn't like really dramatically all that painful, but it was just like overwhelming. The feeling in my face, like it felt like my face was blowing up like a balloon kind of. And I was joking about steam coming out of my ears, but then my ears did actually start to feel hot. All right, just go over here and do this. I really mashed that up. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. I don't know what you're throwing clipboards at. Oh, these bars just don't mean anything. You can walk through them. Cool. Well, this video went nothing like I anticipated.
Death is inevitable. Your time is valuable. Who labeled this? I thought these hats were made for kids.
When have you ever cared about things being made for kids? I thought I was gonna be like so much more susceptible to even like the lower levels of spice, and it was gonna be like I was gonna die once really near the end of that first heating up Mafia Town mission. And be like, oh, I got a bean, and I get one of like the middle ones, like level 2 or 3, and then it would really distract me, and then I would start dying a lot. But instead, we aced the heating up time, Mafia Town first thing. Then I swapped to this one, and then we got nothing but level 1 and 2 beans for like the whole first 40 minutes. Then I chose a Reaper and it wasn't enough, and then I checked the whole bag, and that finally was a bit like something like what I was expecting, and astonishingly, that was the time where we got the farthest. But I now have no more beans to use because I was so certain that I would never get through the whole bag, because why would I? Well, I'm glad they're not making it spicy enough to like permanently kill most people. Yeah, that didn't really have the kick I was anticipating. Interesting that. But yeah, if you eat the whole bag at once, that changes your perception of time and reality a little. I was feeling some feelings then. There you have it. The tagline for this video should be nothing like what I expected. That's basically the entire time of this video was being nothing like what I anticipated. Well, that's all from me. Next week on the channel is going to be something that is on screen now because I'm recording this video way in advance. I have no idea what it'll be. And that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now.
Peace! Is there something to play more?
I'll keep looking. Watch the news. It says watch the news.
I might get cursed just by looking at it.
It's just a secret code. Plus, it's a pretty common one.
It's a secret code? How do you know? Do you happen to know what this means?